He started from an investment of $5,000 and earned riches of $3.1 billion. He is considered as the Indian Warren Buffett or the king of Dalal Street. This man is none other than the big bull Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. His story is truly an inspiration for every investor or trader in the Indian stock market. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the success story of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was born on the 5th of July 1960 to Rajasthani Marwari family in the city of Hyderabad. His family shifted to Mumbai when he was 2-year-old. Rakesh held a Bachelor of Commerce from Sydenham College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai. In an interview, he said, "My father was also interested in stocks. When I was a young child, he and his friends would drink in the evening and discuss the stock market. I would listen to them, and one day I asked him why these prices fluctuate. His father suggested to him to read newspapers, as it's the news that makes the price of stocks fluctuate." Rakesh Jhunjhunwala also expressed his wish to pursue a career in the stock market. However, he was advised by his father to first complete his formal education so that he could have a backup plan in case he failed as a stockbroker. Soon, Rakesh made up his mind of becoming a stockbroker. Rakesh completed the Chartered Accountancy course in 1985 and began working as a stock trader. Rakesh was strictly advised by his father to not ask any of his friends for investment. Mr. Jhunjhunwala entered the stock market with just $5,000 when market was hovering at around 150 points. As of 2022, it has crossed 59,000 points. His first success in the stock market came when he made a profit of 20 to 25 lakhs in 1986. He made this profit by purchasing 5,000 shares of Tata Tea at 43 and booking profit at 143 within 3 months of the purchase. In simple words, he made a profit of over 3 times within 3 months of purchasing the stock of Tata Tea. This time he was convinced by the share market, and with the passage of time, his conviction got strong. This was his first big profit in the share market. In the next few years, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala made a number of good profits from stocks. Between 1986 to 89, he earned 25 lakhs. His next big investment was Sesagoa, which he initially bought at 28 and then increased his investment at 35. Soon, the stock rallied to 65. This was just the beginning of the king of Dalal Street. His journey from a humble middle-class household to rise to the billionaires list of Forbes is an inspiration. His investments have seen a lot of stocks turning into multi-bagger. He had even seen his share of failures too in the stock market, but every time he bounced back and recovered all the losses. He once famously said, "Markets are like women, always commanding, mysterious, unpredictable, and volatile." During his long career in the stock market, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala invested in a number of multi-bagger CKS. In 2002 to 2003, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala bought Titan Company Limited shares at an average price of 3, and currently it is trading at a price of 24. He holds over 4.4 crore shares of Titan Company. Now the overall holding of 5.1% in the company as of 2022. In 2006, he invested in Lupin and his average purchase price was 150. Today, Lupin is trading at around 680. A few other multi-baggers in Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio are Crystal, Praj Industries, Aurobindo Pharma, NCC, etc. Apart from being on the board of directors of big companies like Prime Focus Limited, Geojit BNP Paribas Financial Services, Praj Industries, Concord Biotech, etc. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was also a movie producer. He had produced movies like English Vinglish, Shamatab, Kai and Ka. He was the chairman of Hungama Digital Media Entertainment Private Limited. The ace trader got married to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala in 1987 and has 3 children from the marriage, including twins. His wife gave birth to their daughter Nishtha in 2004. His twin sons, Aryaman and Aryavir, were born in 2009. His wife is also an investor in the stock market. Later in his career, Mr. Jhunjhunwala started his own investment company called Rare Enterprise, which basically was taken from the first 2 initials of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala and the first 2 letters of his wife, Rakesh. It's also critical to realize that not all of Mr. Jhunjhunwala's investments were profitable. In truth, he had lost a lot of money on investments in firms like Manhana Retail Ventures, DHFL, Geojit Financial Services, and many more. But what sets Mr. Jhunjhunwala apart from a regular investor is that he was not easily scared by short-term volatility in the stock market. He was very careful in analyzing the fundamentals of the company, and until the fundamentals are intact, he didn't care whether the stock goes up or down. His philosophy was that over a period of time, some stocks will underperform and some will overperform, but India's growth story has just begun, and eventually, every patient investor will make money. Sons from Mr. Jhunjhunwala. Right time, right decision. Timing is extremely crucial in the stock market. Someone who has mastery in picking the right stock at the right time is Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. His first big profit of 0.5 million in 1986 from Tata Tea, which he bought at 43 and sold at 143, was proof of his excellent timing. Patience. The king of the stock market witnessed a 30% fall in his stocks in December 2011. He could have easily been affected by it and could have sold his shares, but his quality of being patient and believing his judgment had taken him far. His patience bore fruits and he recovered all his losses in February 2012. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was extremely bullish on the long-term growth of the Indian economy and the Indian equity market. However, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was once a bear in the Harshed days and made a lot of money by short selling. Post-Harshed made a scam 1992. He was part of the bear cartel along with other bears like Manu Mainak and R.K. Damani. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala-backed airline is known as Akasa Air. He was the co-founder of the newest airline and owns 40% of the company, along with Adani Ghosh, former president of Indigo, who owns a 10% stake in Akasa Air. On the 14th of August 2022, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala sadly left the world. He was severely ill and his death was an outcome of cardiac arrest. The doctors also reported that he had chronic kidney failure and acute multiple organ failure, which caused deterioration in his health conditions. The investor was valetudinarian as he was already undergoing treatment. He had recently gone through angioplasty and had been responding well. It was Sunday morning when he had a sudden heart attack and was immediately taken to Breach Candy Hospital. Sadly, it was nearly 6:45 a.m. when he was pronounced dead. The news of his sudden death was highly shocking for his family, as well as the nation. Even Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed his grief and appreciated Jhunjhunwala's contribution to the financial world. That's it for today's video, guys. If you like this video, subscribe us and ring the bell icon to never miss updates like this. Thanks for watching.